Lucky Boys Podcast.
I just want to take a moment to appreciate how absolutely badass Awkwafina is for literally releasing a video called My Patch. Do you guys know about that?
That's what made her go viral, right?
It kind of
was that it?
I remember in some interviews.
That's the first time I heard of her.
Yeah, that's what
they were like. Yo, there's this Asian girl who had the song My Patch, and then I remember seeing the video, and I was like, yo, this is different.
I
like,
watched the video
so
a couple times. It's amazing, but the courage is what I'm talking about. To not only make a song on the internet, but to make a song like that striking. Fam, if I made a song called My Balls and like my school heard about it or my boss heard about it, wow, Awkwafina has a very special place in my heart, man. She's special to me because she's my first 贵人. It's a Chinese concept. She's the first person to ever give me a chance on a TV production because I was in.
Did you have a speaking role?
I did, but that's only like 3-4 lines. A day player.
She has a show on Comedy Central called Nora from Queens.
Yes, yeah, okay. And that was my first time kind of being on TV. So I will always love and respect her. She's a very special place in my heart. But that woman, the courage of that woman, I respect that a lot. Do you guys know her?
Not personally, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a certain bar I used to see her at, and I think a couple of my friends went to school with her. Right down here, actually.
Oh, LaGuardia.
No.
Okay.
I think before that, I think it was like elementary school or something like that. He told me he was in school with her.
She's top of the industry right now. She's like absolutely A-list. And fair play to her. I'll join her there soon.
Good, man.
I'll join her very soon.
Very cool. Well, we need more.
Yes, we need more representation.
I like Awkwafina. I think she's dope. I really think she's really. I mean, I know some people that know her, and they tell me, man, like her personality is off the chain. Like what you see is what you get.
Bruh, her personality, like
she's super, like just a really attractive personality, energy vibe that you just kind of enjoy being around.
Her energy is wild. Like it could be a room with 300 people. As soon as she enters that room, everyone like gets her presence. You know, her presence and her energy is wild. Huge presence.
Like what do you mean? Like she just starts going crazy in a room?
Oh no, not me like screaming, but she has large energy, like in terms of her behavior and her voice. She is big, almost like a performer. But there's also that positive vibe, you know, that she always brings.
She was the voice of the Sisu and Raya.
Mm-hmm. Raya, right? Yeah,
right.
Dragon.
And even that, like you just hear like the comedic timing. Like she's just good. She nails it, man. Yeah. My kids, they love Sisu, and it's really because of her. Her voice acting is just nailed it. They absolutely love
her ability.
Raya.
She has a unique voice,
and it's really they're just crazy about Sisu. I got like the Sisu toys. I got books, everything. They're completely into Sisu. So I mean, she's dope, and it's really because of her.
Amazing, yeah. From like producing a show of her own called Nora's from Queens. That ability is mad. Not only writing on it, producing it, and being.
So she's doing everything on that end. Like she's.
Oh yeah, she's one of the main writers. Yeah.
Oh, good for her. Yeah, she's super talented.
Executive producer.
It's based off of her life.
Absolutely.
Like her dad, her grandma. She was really tight with her grandma.
Keep in mind, I was 22 and about 2 months into the industry. I was nobody. I was the newest actor. I was, a young actor, and to be given that chance, and to meet her on set and everything, that was super cool. And my scene was with her, so I wasn't speaking with anyone else. Yeah, Lucia was on set as well that day. That's where I met her.
Who's Lucia?
Celia. Sorry, not Celia. Liu or Lu.
You talking about
Celia Liu?
She plays the character in.
Wait, she's famous. I feel bad.
Wu Assassins.
Wu Assassins. Yeah, what's her name? Did I say it wrong?
I don't want to butcher it. I know it's Cecilia.
Liu. Jesus,
I never heard of.
Yeah, but she's huge.
Like Lucy Liu?
No, it's not
Lucy
Liu.
No.
I don't think it's Liu. It's not Liu.
It's not Liu. Okay.
It's I think it's spelled A-U.
She was awesome.
Yeah, she's a big friend in the Chinatown, like the Chinese filmmaker community here in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, I often see people hang out with her, like Taima. He
Wulan's
the father of
father.
Wulan. Yeah. I'd love to get to know him as well. I'd love to meet him as well. So yeah, I really want to like join the community and start getting to know people and hang out with the people. And I don't know where to begin. How do you do that? So, like, I met you through a father's
Just
son.
immerse yourself. Just swim.
Just
Swim in the ocean.
I don't know how
of
to
the
like
community.
join y'all for dinner.
Like, why do you want to meet these celebrities? Is it because
I want to make
is it
friends in the
access,
industry.
or is it
No,
it's access,
it's not
or-
that. Well, no, it's not access.
So
Not,
what is it?
Not with them anyway. I might for access. I might go to LA or I might get to know certain studios. But for them, it's because I just really admire them. I like
So
them.
it's because you're a fan of their work.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a fan of their work, and I would like to become their peers. You know, not just be looking up at them, but also be in one of them. Also be one of them. I'd love to work my way up there, and it's going to take a while, but I'll work my way up there.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Well, good luck on that.
Thank you. We'll see
Yeah.
what happens next year. Hopefully, the TV show will get a good release,
Yeah.
and everything will go well after that.
Well, you know what? If you do, certainly don't forget us if we ask you to come
No,
back.
I'll come back. I'll come back a lot.
Come back on the
Enjoy.
show. We'll talk
Yeah.
about.
Great.
I'm actually waiting for you to be on Netflix's Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton, yeah, that show.
Oh,
It's a British show, but it's like with young adult, like it's young people, but
Yeah.
it's a mix. It's like a period piece set in England, but then they have a very diverse group of characters.
Okay.
So you have Asians, you have Indians, you
Yeah.
have Caucasians. It's just a mix. So it's not just a specific like okay, it's a British piece, but then it's only Caucasians in it.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So
they're
everyone
inclusive.
plays a role, a character.
Great. I'll check it out,
Yeah.
man. Over in the UK, I'm only familiar in the theater kind of world in the UK.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have an agent there as well. But I don't get much from the UK at the moment.
Well, it's a Netflix show, so I don't know if.
Oh, it could be. I totally
yeah.
could be American. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be American, and then it was produced in the UK. Yeah, totally.
Right. That's lovely. I know they're shooting a lot of stuff in Ireland right now. I'm in Limerick, where I'm from, like about 10 minutes away from our house. They just opened a giant film studio. And Netflix has shot Night Flyers there, and I know a lot of other big American productions have shot there as well. So yeah, I expect to be back in Ireland and back in UK, around Europe, for shooting sometimes. Yeah, and the Chinese film industry, that's an interesting field that I've only had a glimpse into. I had a film called Dinosaur World that actually reached #1 on trending board in mainland.
It's a feature film.
Yes, it's a feature film.
It's called
yeah.
Dinosaur World.
It's called Dinosaur. It's a funny little. It's a comedy / action film that doesn't take itself seriously at all. It's goofy, you know, and I've very much enjoyed working on it. Directed by Emmy winner Ryan Belgart. He's a very lovely guy. So from there, I got to know a few producers and a few Chinese actors, and that I'd be very fascinated to return to the Chinese industry. It's completely different.
How?
Like by far, from the system, there's no submitting for films. There's no auditioning is completely different, and the way a production works, from pre-production, how they get their people together, to production, the whole like way they shoot, what day they go on set, what customs, how the crew work, to post-production, everything's like drastically different in China. Yeah, and if you know like action films in Hong Kong especially, it's brutal. Like yeah, action films they punch people for real in the face, you know. So different industry altogether.
I heard like there is no like rehearsal. So
Uh-huh.
you show up on the set and they teach you the fight choreography
yeah.
on the day of.
Right,
And you're supposed to
there's
get
no
it.
rehearsal beforehand. You
Yeah.
literally just go in and you actually go all out. They have pads and stuff.
That sounds crazy, but they're onto something, because I've seen some films over there and
It's
the
hard
fight scenes.
to-
It looks
yeah.
pretty dope.
Yo, it's hard to fake being punched in the face,
Yeah,
right?
it looks amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
times I'm like, how do they do that? Like,
Because
maybe
they
it looks so real.
actually
It's hard to fake
I
that
didn't know
blood.
they're actually like jabbing people out.
Oh,
so-
they were. Yo, they are, fam. Jackie Chan, the amount of bones he's broken in his body from just jumping off buildings, literally. Yeah, they do stuff for real. It's fucking cutthroat industry over there. And the thing is, if you say, no, I don't want to be punched in the face, there's 1,000 people at the door who say, me, Nick, please take me.
Punch me in the face.
Yeah. So yeah, I expect to go back there and have
Get punched in the face.
get punched in the face.
Dragon
If I
roundhouse
get-
kick.
If I get kicked in the face by like Donnie Yen or something, it'll be a highlight of my career.
Lucky Boys Podcast.